My husband is gay. Hello, my name is Crystal. And recently, I found out that my husband, my high school sweetheart, is gay. I'm 34. He's 35. We've been together since freshman year of high school. I was the quiet girl, the one who stayed in the background. He was goofy, loud, full of energy, the type of guy who could make anyone laugh. Somehow, we just fit. We started talking, and before I knew it, we were something. Real. Deep. Our love lasted through high school, through college, and into our adult lives. We built a home. We raised 2 beautiful daughters together. He was my person. Or at least, I thought he was. He's still a good father. I won't take that from him. But not a good partner. Not anymore. The change didn't happen overnight. But looking back, I can see where the cracks started. It began in our 20s. I was 21, and he was 22. Slowly, he started becoming distant. At first, it was little things. He wouldn't talk to me the way he used to. The laughter we shared became less frequent. The space between us started to grow. And then came the intimacy. Or rather, the lack of it. We used to be close in that way. It wasn't about sex, it was about connection. But then, he stopped. No explanation, just nothing. I'd try to touch him and he'd pull away. When we did have sex, it felt like he wasn't really there, like he didn't want to touch me. I felt like a stranger in my own marriage. Unwanted, invisible, but I didn't ask. I told myself he was tired, stressed, overwhelmed with work. He ended up changing jobs, saying his old one was too far and too much pressure. I supported him. I always supported him. After he switched jobs, I saw him light up again, but not for me. He talked about work like it was the best part of his life. But when it came to me, to us, silence. No real conversations, no connection, just distance. At one point, I thought maybe he was cheating on me with a woman. It hurt to imagine, but it would have made sense. That kind of pain I could have processed. But it wasn't a woman. It was a man. One night, he told me he was going out to a club with some colleagues. I said, okay, I've never been the type to control a man or stop him from having fun. But something didn't sit right with me. My gut was screaming. So I did something I never thought I'd do. I put a tracker in his vehicle. I called our babysitter to stay with the girls, and I followed him. He pulled up to a place I didn't recognize at first. But when I looked closer, my heart started racing. It was a gay bar. I'm not homophobic. I need that to be clear. But in that moment, I felt overwhelmed. Not because of the place, but because of what it meant. What it confirmed. Still, I walked in. The bar was colorful, loud, and full of energy. People smiled at me, waved, even complimented my dress. It was warm, happy, even beautiful in its own way. But I wasn't there to enjoy the atmosphere. I was searching. And then, I saw him. He came out of the bathroom with his shirt unbuttoned, looking more relaxed and alive than I'd seen him in years. He walked over to the bar where another man was waiting. This man was handsome. He looked at my husband like he was the only man in the world. And my husband looked back at him the same way. They held hands. They kissed. And I swear my heart stopped. I turned and walked out as fast as I could. My hands were shaking. My head spinning. I threw up in the parking lot, not out of disgust, but out of shock, betrayal, heartbreak. The truth hit me all at once. All those nights I wondered what I was doing wrong. All those times I tried to fix something that wasn't broken. He just didn't want me. He wanted him. When he came home that night, I was already waiting. I lost it. I screamed. I shouted. I showed him the photo I took. He looked at it and tried to speak. I can explain, he said, but I couldn't hear it. Shut the hell up, I said. How dare you? How dare you lie to me all these years? He didn't fight me. He didn't apologize. He didn't say much at all. He just walked out, and I was left sitting on the couch, crying until I couldn't breathe. My baby girls heard everything. They were crying too. I had to wipe my tears, go into their room, and be a mother when all I wanted to do was collapse. Since that night, life's been hard. I felt like I was thrown into a world I didn't ask for, didn't deserve. And yeah, I'm angry, I'm heartbroken, I'm humiliated. I loved that man with everything I had. I built a life with him. I gave him children. And he chose silence. But this isn't where my story ends, because now it's my turn to choose. And I choose healing. I choose strength. I choose to raise my daughters with love, with honesty, and with courage, even if I have to rebuild myself from scratch. He may have lied about who he was, but I won't lie about who I'm becoming. Jack, my husband, well, now ex-husband, is living happily with his new husband. He did apologize for everything. For the lies, for the years of silence, for the betrayal I didn't see coming. And yeah, he admitted he was wrong. He said he never meant to hurt me, that he was scared, lost, unsure of himself. I believe him. But none of that made the pain disappear. It still hit me like a wave every time I remembered what we had and what we didn't. But he didn't walk out completely. He promised he wouldn't. He told me he still wanted to be a father. He still wanted to be their father. And then he asked, not demanded, not expected, but asked if it would be okay if his husband helped raise our daughters too. And you know what? I said yes. Because no matter what happened between him and me, those girls are still his. And they still need him. Jack loves them deeply. That part was never fake. And if his husband can be another good influence in their lives, someone kind, stable, supportive, then why should I let my pain get in the way of their joy? Yes, it hurt. Of course it did. Knowing he cheated, even if it was with a man, still stings. It still made me question everything about myself, about our past, about whether I was ever enough. But I also know this. I'd rather see him happy and whole than spend my life trying to make his a living hell. I could have been bitter. I could have used the girls as leverage, played the victim card, tried to tear him down, but I'm not that woman. I won't be that woman. Because that kind of hate only eats you alive. He has his life now, a new one, and I have mine. I'm still building, still healing, still figuring out who I am without him. But I'm doing it. I'm waking up each day and choosing to move forward, even if it's slow. And every time I see my daughters smile, I remember exactly why I chose peace. Because they are worth more than anger, more than revenge. Because I am worth more than the heartbreak that tried to define me.